What's up, friends? This is still Fans with TV, and I'm still your man, Kamza the Sport, with yet another in-studio discussion. Well, today I'm surrounded by the Kosi Nation. Kaizer Chiefs supporters are here because of Hung Khasibudu, because of a whole lot of things are happening. We do know that the club has now officially sent out a statement into saying technical team Ichail in terms of Cedric Kaze, Khalil Ben Yusuf, Ilis Mzuki, as well as Safi Maji. And also, we are here to find out who are they going to appoint this time. We shall wait and see how the story will unfold. But today, I am joined by Lovers, the massive one, Mr. Massive, as well as China. Buffetu, faded in Sandin Buffetu. Yeah. Technical team is gone.
Yeah.
Kaza is gone. Ben Yusuf is gone. Safi is gone, as well as Ilis Mzuki. I mean, how do you feel about the technical team? I mean, you look at where they took the team from number 9 all the way to third.
I think the most painful one was Elis Mzuki.
Yeah.
I don't think we expected Brasiso to leave.
Yeah.
You know, I think we expected him to stay at least for another 2-3 seasons because, I mean, as much as people might say they don't see the impact that he has done through Bruce Vuma, but we can see it via Brendan Peterson. I think also his love and passion for the team, man, it showed already. We needed that guy to stay. Another shocker, Cedric Kaze and Ben Khalil. Yeah, honestly speaking, we expected at least one of them to be the head coach, the other one the assistant coach, or to bring in someone on top of them, but not to completely let the guys to leave. But it also comes back, and it begs the question, the foundation that was being laid, but I don't know if I should continue now with also the allegedly or what. But
no, we're gonna let's keep the suspense.
Yeah, so I'll come back to the foundation when we talk about the allegedly. But honestly speaking, I never expected all the guys to leave this soon. But yeah, it is what it is.
The massive one was this a massive blunder or what with regards to this technical team that has departed the club?
Yeah, I think Kaizer Chiefs came with the strategy of giving the coaches and the technical team a chance. Remember, this was the first time Riedi Rantuero appointed a coach that comes with the whole technical team, starting with the goalkeeper trainer and so on. So now I realized when the Kaizer Mdong Jr. announced if you're not going to go to the second position, that means they failed their assignment. I knew it or more. There is a massive bomb that is coming. Yeah, because announcing something like that in a public space, saying, or if you're not going to put us in position 2, because once you say you want us to be in CAF, meaning you want position 2, and that time it was very position 2 according to the way Pirates was playing, and obvious Sundowns. We expect to reload from number 1 as well. So it was very a tough assignment to give it to the guys. I just knew from the get-go they are gone. They are gone. But as well as Lovers said, Dylan and I didn't expect the goalkeeper trainer to leave. Yeah, so that guy, the love that he had for Kaizer Chiefs and the passion. You can see through all the matches when there is a wrong call by the referee, a foul our players, and even when we were winning the matches, you could see that this guy loves the pitch. Yeah.
China, I'm gonna come to you, man. I mean, the Giants have already shared their sentiments with regards to the technical team, but now we are no in terms of Coach Ozayo. I mean, we've been seeing the alleged reports. I don't know. What say you with regards to that?
The cabinets are empty. The technical team is empty.
Yeah.
Now what's next?
Yeah.
As much as we know that we've been not doing well, Kuma Cups, the cabinets are empty indeed. Now, I think the project they are starting, it will need fans to be. I think they were supposed to alert fans with this new project. This is going to be a huge project because of it might not take 1 season. We're looking around 3 seasons whereby everything will come out. And I still believe that Yusuf and Kazri were given small time. They have tried in the past 10 years. You look at how only 2 seasons, how many seasons you managed to reach certain points at this stage. So we only had 2 seasons where we managed to have points like these. And these are the coaches that at least they give us something. Now, why fire them? Why at least release one and then keep one so that we can have something, a foundation? I don't know, but I will say that if it was by me, I was going to give these guys a chance. Look, we were able to give Steve Komphela 3 seasons without anything. And then these guys, single season, they managed us to take us to the next CAF Confederations. It's our first time to go there after this whole period of 5 years, since 2020 something when we played CAF. So at least these guys, they gave us something. Top 3, we've been not on the top 8 for the past 2 seasons. At least now we're on top 3. We will be playing MTN 8. We are competing in 5 cups with these coaches. Now you are starting something new. Some players, almost 7 to 8 players, their contracts are coming to an end. We don't know what the next coach will do. So to me, I still say that those guys were supposed to be given a chance. Not maybe to be head coaches, no. But at least one of them to be assistants so that he can keep the small culture that we have. Yes, we understand that there's no more culture in Kaizer Chiefs, but at least we have something now. They have laid that, okay, the understanding between the coaches and the players, yourself, Kazri, at least they understand some certain players. At least keep one of them. Make something. Anything is possible. You offer something, and then one stays. At least you introduce a new coach. Look at other teams. Mamelodi Sundowns, they had Steve Komphela, they had Mango Bamlet, and then they just introduced a head coach. The Orlando Pirates, there's Umanja Nqekazi is always there. At least keep someone. We understand this new system whereby they'll say that a coach must bring his own technical team, but sometimes it doesn't work. You need someone who already understands the culture here. So I'll keep it there for now.
Yeah, keeping it there for now. Now I need to come back to Lavas. I mean, you did say that the foundation. I want us to go back there. I mean, no, China as well is also alluding into that, into saying, you know what, there's a person that's always there to keep the consistency going.
Yes.
But now you said you want to take us back to the foundation. Take us back there so that people might understand where you're coming from with that context.
You know, the perfect example is that as a goalkeeper coach, I can teach you how to save, but I'm not going to teach you how many goals to save. So basically what I'm trying to say is there's a foundation that has been laid, and that's the Nazaruddin Nabi Foundation, if we keep a close look there. Yeah? So we have a Nazaruddin Nabi Foundation, which was a bit shaky first season, but he won us the Nedbank. Going back, Nazaruddin Nabi with Younger Africans in Tanzania. He won back-to-back Tanzanian Premier League. And then when he went to Esfar, he had a rusty first season, but he won them a cup. Now it tells you something. If Nazaruddin Nabi is able to produce results or give you a cup at least first season, that's what he did at Kaizer Chiefs. He might have finished number 9, but he gave you a cup. Then you come the following season, which is the 2025-2026 season. Now the season is polished because you are bringing in players with depth. Now you are going towards your goal. It now begs the question that had Nabi still been there, what could have happened? But with him being absent, we were still able to see the foundation that he laid, because Cedric Kaze was there, Khalil was there, and they come from the teacher, which is Nazaruddin Nabi, and they gave us position 3. And we qualified for the top 8 after 2 seasons not qualifying for the top 8. Now, allegedly, you have this goalkeeper, this coach that is coming, who's going to be a head coach. The very same head coach came via Nazaruddin Nabi. So now it tells you that Kaizer Chiefs is actually moving at a foundation that has been laid by Nazaruddin Nabi. But now we are bringing in his guns who might see better visions than him, because he's just a teacher. But now he's expecting that what I taught you, you need to execute it to the best of your ability, which is what Cedric did, which is what Khalil did. Now you're having this coach that might come in, if he is signed by Kaizer Chiefs. What do you think is he going to do? Because he understands what's happening. So I'm saying it might sound like it's a mistake that he's coming, but believe you me, there's a reason behind why that man is coming. It's because of the foundation that Kaizer Chiefs has been building, and this foundation might work for us.
Masiva, I want to come to you. we are all hearing this news allegedly. We need to put the word allegedly.
Yeah.
So allegedly, will Chiefs be under cruise control?
Eish,
Come
they
the
saying
new season.
allegedly.
Yeah.
We may be cruising nicely, we don't know. And we may as well not be cruising nicely, we don't
Yeah.
know. But for now, I think as Lava said as well, just want to add a little bit. Chiefs going back to the cruise. I think that is something. Because remember, the cruise is not new at Chiefs. He was there at the first season of Nabi, when Nabi was still finishing up with the league and the finals that he was playing.
Mm.
But we don't know the full reason why the cruise left. Because there is a lot of politics in between Nabi and the technical teams that he's working with. Because if the cruise left first, and then Nabi left second, and now the ones that they were remaining as well left, there is something fishy.
Mm.
And now it goes back to our management. Now you're going back to the first man that came and left. Hey, what over you on?
We don't know.
Yeah, but now as they're saying allegedly, Lena was allegedly saying why they don't bring a local coach.
Mm.
Remember, most of the seasons that we had at Chiefs, we had the assistants likes of Shepard. We have assistants as Zwani was once an assistant and became a coach. Remember, if you want to keep a person who understands the South African play or the South African league, you need someone local.
Mm.
Allegedly, they're saying there is a spot of 2 or 3 technical teams from South Africa. So now we're getting confused with this allegedly and allegedly. Because this allegedly becomes massive. But we're not sure if it's going to be in that way. Because we have a couple of coaches on the list and some they are local.
Mm.
So when we're busy saying allegedly it can be the Cruz, what if the Cruz comes as a technical director or something else at Chiefs, and there may be a head coach of who's coming from South Africa? We don't know. Because when the news are saying allegedly, we're all waiting for Chiefs to release on their media saying this is a 2 years contract of allegedly the Cruz is the head coach and this is going to be the technical team. So it's a debate until the 22th. Which we're not sure because, something, now I believe something surprisingly is coming.
Mm.
Something that's going to close this allegedly is coming.
Something big.
Yeah, it may be that they're shifting our focus from China being the head coach, but Lavas to be a head coach. So we're not sure which is which.
Yeah.
So that's why they're in Naturela, they're cooking massive food that they're going to dish up at 22.
Now, let's wrap it up, China. I mean, just before we went on, we were having an interesting chat in terms of what Mamelodi Sundowns as well as Orlando Pirates have done. And now Kaizer Chiefs having to play catch up into doing that, in making sure that they stay, adrift or stay on par rather with the two teams. I mean, at this point in time, what would you say, or what would you like to see happen in terms of head coach or whatever the case may be, or whoever that gets to be the head coach? What would you like to see pertaining to what he needs to achieve for Kaizer Chiefs?
Before I answer your question, let me start from this alleged coach, the Cruz. He's not the guy. Looking at his stats, 120 games, 48 wins, 36 draws, 36 losses. He's not the coach. Looking at the situation at Chiefs now, the fans need success. We want to see that successful Kaizer Chiefs. We want to see the wins. We want to win cups like other teams. We want to compete. Now you are giving us someone who's here to build a profile. If it happens, they sign him as a head coach. It's clear that the guy will want to build a profile. Of course, there are some local players of which their contracts are coming to an end, like Ubabaga Asavela. Yeah, he's a good coach, Ubabaga Asavela. I would prefer him as maybe co-coaching. This is a guy that can coach Kaizer Chiefs alone with the Cruz, never. He's the guy who will need a co-coaching. Someone who will understand South African football, South African culture. The reason why you find Aboka Doso able to struggling to win the league is because of their width. Umanqoba Mncedi, who also struggles to win the league. He was able to win CAF Champions League because of he understands that level of football. He doesn't understand local football. Therefore, it means that we will need someone who understands South African football. So Ude Cruz is not, I would say that he's the guy who will take us to a long-term project. And we need results, as in yesterday. We can't bend anymore. We can't refer to 1976.
Yeah.
This is 2026.
Yeah.
We need results as supporters. You understand? We need something that will interest us in terms of come back to the games. These guys, at least they were giving us that thing now. Although we're winning unconvincingly, but at least we managed to get good results. We don't need someone who will display good football, but we need someone who will understand what Kaizer Chiefs want. At this point, any coach can still coach Kaizer Chiefs. I can still say that you can go and take a plumber anywhere. There are likes of Ribeiro who came as plumbers here. We were calling them plumbers. They achieved something. What was a plumber at Marumo? As long as you have a budget, any coach can coach Kaizer Chiefs. Just give them the budget, give them what the coach wants. Any coach can coach Kaizer Chiefs, I don't want to lie. Except the likes of Abo Steve Kombela. Those guys. If ever you give them golden arrows, you can give anything. So any international coach, someone will understand. We need to introduce something new now, international football. A football that won't only benefit us locally, but also compete continentally. So we need someone that, remember that we are now going to ICAF Confederation for a second time. We need at least coach who understand the whole continental football. So if ever you're going to bring us a local coach, we will fail a lot. We will fail. And we are in the top 8 facing, if our first game, we'll be facing the Golden Arrows. So you know how they are. They will try chances.
Yeah.
So at some point, we need someone who will take us to the next level. I think the foundation is there, but what we don't have, it's a culture. We lack a culture. And we've been sabotaged by those previous assistant coaches before. I understand why they now prefer a coach that will bring his own technical team, because of most of these assistant coaches, they wanna build their own coaching profile through the head coach.
Yes.
Once that coach collapses, and then they get a spot. The same thing that happens to us as well. So most of those coaches, they also made things hard for us. I think that's one of the things that we suffered. But at this point, I would say that we need an international coach. I will still say that we need an international coach, any coach from Belgium, any coach from even South America or North America. We need someone who will understand the whole thing that we want. And then as for local coach, at least we can give that coach a co-coaching, or at least maybe as an assistant to guide the coach. But as for local coach, no. At this point, as for the Cruz, even if ever they sign him, it's gonna be a 3-year project. So if ever Chiefs sign the Cruz, we must know that in the next 3 years, things will be very hard for us.
You have heard from the 3 gentlemen, China lovers as well as the massive one, sharing their sentiments with regards to what could possibly happen or what could possibly come their way in the form of Kaizer Chiefs in terms of the whole coaching system, what situation. As far as at this point in time, we just all waiting in anticipation on the announcement that is to be made by the club, as we do know that there's a lot on stake. I mean, there's the Toyota Cup that's coming, there's the pre-season that's coming as well. You know, there's a lot of things, but at this point in time, it's safe for us to all wait in anticipation of what lies ahead. Well, that's how we wrap up our conversation. It's been a great one. For myself, Kamza the Sport, and the gentleman right here, signing out.